Hey guys, Silverlord here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Mattel Masters of the Universe Origins fan channel exclusive, which is by far the best kind in your boy's personal opinion. But today we're taking a look at the Eternian Palace Guard. That is right, the Eternian Palace Guard. Probably one of the most potentially fun figures, but at the end of the day, super fidgety and kind of a pain in the butt figures in this line. Mostly because, well, first and foremost, Big Lots got these like super early, and for whatever reason, they're more expensive there than they were on BBTS. Ain't that something? Last I checked, Big Lots was supposed to be like TJ Maxx, aka my store, and be a bit of a discount store. But yeah, that's all a lie, I guess. Even inflation has impacted the discount chain, so you ain't going to be saving much nowadays, folks. That said, I got mine off of BBTS. I kept my pre-order, even though I probably should have just canceled it and bought it off Entertainment Earth. I love BBTS, but gosh darn it, they take forever to get stuff sometimes. I'm still perplexed as to why. Because their competition, which would be, Entertainment Earth, Sure Thing Toys, Dorkside Toys. Dorkside Toys just kind of crushes everyone else. They get stuff like ridiculously early, like that G.I. Joe wave with Spirit and Storm Shadow and that Cobra Officer, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. Either way, BBTS just takes kind of forever to get stuff, and I still don't think they have Wave 7 yet. So, while it pains me to not give them business because I feel they deserve it more so than a lot of, the Targets and Walmarts of the world. I gotta have stuff to review, man, and sometimes you just gotta, go against your loyalties. But at the end of the day, I will still advise you do a lot of pre-ordering through them because you don't gotta pay up front, and that's kind of easy on the wallet. Until it starts showing up at once. Then it kind of sucks on the wallet. Especially when Four Horsemen decide to do a drop right after they did a massive pre-order. Like, come on, guys, give me a break. But either way, the Eternian Palace Guard, as far as accessories not on his person here, comes with enough parts to make a LOP-style man-at-arms. So he comes with the mace and the chest armor from Man-at-Arms, as well as the head without the mustache. Which at the end of the day, you could just pop onto this the old Man-at-Arms, which I'll do quick for you. Dadgum, that was hard. So ooh wee, that was not easy. There you go. And actually, this head don't work on his body. The way they dremeled it out. Okay, I just had to pull it over the mask, but I almost thought this head didn't work. And while the pattern's not, the same as the head with the mustache, which I could take or leave the mustache, it doesn't bug me. You could still just make it work. It's fine. That said, we are going to be changing this guy up shortly to make him look more like the Man-at-Arms that he could be. So stay tuned for that. Probably do that right before comparisons, to be honest with you. I will say, this old Man-at-Arms figure, I wish the figures were built more like it, because he's got some really tight joints, and the head is super duper tight on that ball peg. So, that said, you get the Man-at-Arms parts, and you get a very overly excessive box. I happen to have right here, so getting him out of the way. Bam. Why the hell is this like a 2-pack box? I'm starting to think we should have just got this as a 2-pack. Like, this is the Rise of Evil 2-pack style box, and it's just one figure. But you get the master stuff all on the top there. Oh, it's a nice embossed logo too. Eternian Palace Guard, yada 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 on the back. There's cross sell and some other stuff going on here. Really decent box, but I'm throwing that in the trash because I don't have space for that. You guys have been paying attention to my Instagram live videos. You know, I just tossed, I just went through all my reaction figures, opened all them because I don't have wall space to keep them on card. But the Palace Guard here, I like him, but he suffers from that MOTU Origins looseness we're starting to see in this line. But for starters, he comes with this Scareglow halberd here. It's kind of cool. It's in kind of the silver. Comes with the lamest excuse for a shield ever. I wish this thing just wrapped around the wrist. You know, yeah, he's got this armor piece, but you could have just taken this off and put the shield on, and you wouldn't have noticed. But whatever. But other than that, he's got double shin guards, double gauntlets, double shoulder pauldrons, and a new chest plate, which looks a little bit more like a Snake Men deal. And then he's got the Optimus Prime Battle Mask helmet, which I love. I think that's freaking badass, but again, I might just turn this guy into the Man-at-Arms because this armor just does not like to stay on. And while I can usually deal with it, Man-at-Arms only has one of those to deal with. So, and it's really the shin guards. This side over here, the armor tends to stay on a little better. This side in general. This side, not so much. So I don't know if they just recycled the molds or what, but either way. Articulation on this guy. His head will look up and down. Look side to side. Tilt. He's got a shoulder hinge that goes out. Back down. Moves forward and back. He's got a single joint in the elbow. Works pretty well. He's got a swivel in the wrist with a hinge. He's got a swivel in the waist. He's got a ball joint in the hip there. Uh-oh. What the heck? Oh, there we go. He had like a little detent notch in there. I didn't notice that. Then his knees aren't worth the crap. They're better than some, but I don't even think they're as good as my Stone Cold I took a look at last week. Or the Stratos the other day. And then he's got a boot swivel. And again, the armor just kind of plops off. And then he has a hinge in the foot with a rocker. I had to flatten mine's foot out, too. His foot was really warped from packaging. But there you go. I'm not going to give him that shield for now. I will give him his little spear, though. His halberd. Just because. It's something for him to hold, I guess. He looks good like that. So, yeah, I'm probably going to display this guy as the Man-at-Arms figure. I do kind of prefer that, and I wouldn't mind having the LOP-style Man-at-Arms. But at the end of the day, you either like it or you don't. And while I do like it, it is very fidgety. Especially with all the armor going on. I would prefer to just have like that stuff permanently attached to the arms, but it's not how MOTU rolls. And that's not how this line rolls. So I get it, but it is a pain in the butt. Well, with that being said, before I take a look at some comparisons, let's get this guy decked out in his Man-at-Arms attire, shall we? Let's. And as promised, here is our Eternian Palace Guard. Oh, actually stripped down for once. And with the Man-at-Arms chest armor, head sculpt, and mace. Now, I think the helmet design, according to the local friend who shall not be named for privacy reasons, isn't quite Man-at-Arms, but it's close enough for me. I'm not one to really nitpick accuracy, although I do understand that Man-at-Arms is, I think, supposed to have a more unique helmet to the other Palace Guards, but this works for me. This is close to a LOP-style Man-at-Arms, albeit without the little knife on the boot, which I kind of wish this guy had, because I don't have that particular, really set of parts in this line yet. So it would have been nice and I think an ideal opportunity for Mattel to include that with this set. That said, I still like this guy this way the most. It's less fidgety, and yeah, I'm probably going to keep him this way. But with that being said, let's now take a look at some comparisons. First up here is our Eternian Palace Guard. Next to a couple other MOTU Origins figures, we have my guy, my dude, my main man, Scareglow, off to the left there, repping the Halberd Club along with the Undertaker from the Masters of WWE line. Kind of crazy we got this weapon in more colors than this piece of crap shield, I think, at this point. And then we also have the Man-at-Arms figure from Wave 1. The colors don't really match, but you could just mix the armor with these guys and make it work. I don't think that's asking for too much, but actually one thing I didn't look at was the clubs. I think they're the same. They are. They're the same. I thought maybe the Palace Guards was a little bigger. Compensating for something, is he? But no. The Macho Man, the first Macho Man in the WWE line, had the, I think, the Classics Club. So it was a little bit bigger than this one here, which I don't mind the size of it, but the bigger one would give me more 2000X vibes, which, am I tripping, or was this guy supposed to come with an arm cannon too? There definitely wasn't one in the box, but I almost thought he was solicited with one. Maybe that was just the extra head, and I thought some of the shading was missiles. I don't know. Like I said before, I can't see 2 feet in front of me, so I probably just don't know what I'm talking about. And getting Scareglow out of here for your Man-at-Arms comparison. Here is Man-at-Arms once again next to the Palace Guard stripped down in his Man-at-Arms state. And I gotta tell you, I think I prefer the colors on the Palace Guard, but the overall quality, and to be quite honest, I do kind of prefer my Duncan to have the mustache. That's just a 2000X thing. So yes, I do like his little kind of early 2000 style ponytail as well, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. But I do prefer my Man-at-Arms to have the mustache. That's just how I've always known him growing up as a kid in the early 2000s with 2000X. He always had the mustache. He never didn't have it, even in flashbacks. But I would say the overall quality and joint tightness, stiffness is a lot better on the first Man-at-Arms than the Palace Guard here. But the Palace Guard is pretty good until you get to the legs. For whatever reason, the legs just seem to be suffering the most in this line, and I hope Mattel can fix that at some point in the near to distant future. And last, but certainly not least, we have our 2 regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus and the Elephant Spawn, who as usual towers over everyone. So with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, while I do really like this figure and wouldn't actually mind picking up a second one to add to my MOTU Origins collection, he is fidgety. That's just the nature of the beast between the armor and piece of crap shield, which, can we please just get an update of that shield with the arm clip on it? Please? The Tila and Goddess shields are fine. I can deal with that, but this one just flat up sucks. We either need that or a hand that can better grip onto it, because last I checked, in normal people's land, that's not how you hold on to a shield, and on top of that, that's more of a dinner plate than a shield. So I would appreciate an update to that shield, please and thank you, and a blaster to go with Stinkor just so he doesn't just have that shield. Although I will say, kind of monster hands where they got the fingers going on do tend to have a better grip on that thing. So, you know, maybe this was more of an afterthought, but at the end of the day, it's still not the best accessory in the world, and is why I'm going to be displaying this guy primarily as the Man-at-Arms figure as opposed to the Palace Guard. Even though that's a lot more stuff to throw in a bag, it's just a lot less stuff to kind of deal with. So with that being said, if you're willing to deal with the fidgetiness of the armor and actually build an army of these guys, then have at it. To each their own, but as far as I'm concerned, if I get one more, that'll be it for me. That and it would just make it easier for pictures and stuff. Have Man-at-Arms with two of these guys flanking him. That would look kind of cool, right? But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you are so inclined, please hit that notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one, because we've got to show that algorithm who's boss, right? Because this is my last review with this current video format. As I said before in the Mego Hammer Frankenstein video a couple days ago, I'm not really going to change the format up that much, but I am going to change it ever so slightly to kind of spice things up. I need to keep up with the times, change things up now and again, or else it just starts to get a little tedious after a while. And I'm the type of guy who likes to evolve his channel and provide even better content for you guys than I already have. So that's what's up with that. I am going to be posting my 2021 year-end review later today or tomorrow, depending on if it's the last day of the month or the second last day of the month. I think it's the last day of the month as the time this is going up. So that'll be going up later today if it's the last day of the month. If it's not, well, then it'll go up tomorrow. Pretty self-explanatory. I'll talk about more updates and things there, and the Overlord Action Figure Hall of Fame, which, no, this guy's not going to be a part of, but there is an Origins figure that did make it. You probably already know who that is, but that being said, if you haven't already, hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions, where you can actually see me unbox this figure and get my initial reaction to it, along with the Stone Cold and the Revelation Scareglow, which is still hanging out because I love that figure. But as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Alright, you two. I need you to stand guard here at Castle Grayskull and keep an eye out for old Skeletor. Sir, yes, sir.
Meanwhile,
what's the plan, Skeletor?
We're going to sneak up on those foolish palace guards and take their armor, thus giving us the opportunity to sneak into Castle Grayskull. Are you sure that'll work? Haven't you ever heard of the element of surprise, you boob? It has to work. Now follow my lead. Hey, soldier boy! Huh? One down, one to go.
Nice shot, Skeletor.
Yeah. Real subtle. Meh, who has time to be subtle? We have work to do.
Hey, what's going on? You're not supposed to be...
Now hurry up and get that armor on before... Hey! Ah, crap. What's going on out here? What the... Surprise, donkey.
2 hours later.
Are you boobs ready yet?
Ready, Skeletor.
Speak for yourself, beast man. I'm starting to chafe in this thing.
Don't be such a drama queen. Now let's get going.
Coming, Skeletor.
Teacher's pet.
Later.
Duncan, is that you?
Oh crap. He's on to us.
Quiet, you boob. Why, yes, He-Man, of course it's me.
There's something different about you.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I see it now. You shaved your mustache.
That'll show you, He-Man.
What now, Skeletor?
Huh, I don't know. Never thought I'd get this far.